Oh, okay, my hair. Hello. We are back again. Is Mike? Yep, Mike's good. Hope you're all having a good one. All right, let's go ahead. Turn that down, and then we're gonna swap out the music. Okay. Man, doesn't this look nice? I never noticed like how cool the fire effects were against the armor. Whew, man. It's definitely been a few days. Oh man, I had no potions? Bullshit. What do you mean? Oh, dear Lord. Track cell, first day back. Absolutely wrecked like that. It's just the fact Gorgons suck in general. What do we get today? Something nice? Valdiers, I'll take it. Hey, what up, Jolteon? Yeah, I'm alive. Sorta. Dude, my throat was hella rough on Wednesday. Oh man, it was bad. I sounded like a frog. Hey, what up, Ito? Hey, welcome back, guys. Thank you. Man, Wednesday was rough. I last streamed on Tuesday, and I was like, man, I'm feeling it. I gotta shut it down. Wednesday, I woke up, I'm like, oh my god. I felt terrible. Want to know how bad it was? I'm doing all right, Ito. I don't know if you're in our Discord, but I had to miss the past couple days because I got diagnosed with COVID. So I've been home sick. Just absolutely not doing great. I'm doing better. But on Wednesday, my throat was so bad. I called work, and they're like, "Who is this?" Like, "It's me, Peter, your cook." Peter? Like, Oh, I'm not going on a trip. I was just taking 2 weeks off. I wasn't going anywhere. I was just going to be streaming more, so, I mean, it works out. But yeah, that's what everybody was saying. They're like, oh, wow. Just in time for your 2 weeks off, huh? Hey, I need a break from work. I'm still going to be streaming during that time. I just needed a break from work. Diagnosis kicked it off, right? I mean, I'd rather finish out the week work. I'd rather finish out the week working than get sick, though. It wasn't fun. I've had COVID before, though. Yeah, I know, right? I've had COVID before. This one wasn't too bad. Probably because I've had it before, you know. Already had like some immunities built up. So yeah, I've been mostly chilling here in the office and playing Last Epoch. Trying to level a Lich and does it feel bad? I had a friend. First character he ever played was a Lich, and he hasn't been back to the game since. Jolteon, Ito, you guys are a little bit newer, so you might not remember my buddy Trader, but he picked up Last Epoch around the same time I did. And so we're playing, and you know, first character I played was a paladin, but then when he started playing, which was like 2 days later, I started a brand new character. I started a shaman, and then we're leveling together, and I'm just out here just wiping the floor with everything. He's over there on the struggle bus, and yeah, we got to monoliths, and we're playing a little bit more, and then he just never came back. I also do think he picked like this build, like this like hardcore like Lich build that at the time I didn't think anything of it. Now that I know what I know, I'm like, oh, that was an expensive build. Especially in beta when we didn't have factions. That was an expensive build. And you need a lot of those items for it to come online, so yeah. I think Lich is just like one of those classes that needs good investment, but if you do it right, you get a good payoff. Lich has always been pretty strong. I will say, especially if like your first character was a sentinel, you gotta like temper your expectations for leveling the other classes. Except for rogue. I feel like rogue and sentinel have like the easiest leveling path compared to the other classes, but once you get like a few items, everything starts to come online, the other classes, including rogue, start to shine. I feel like Sentinel does really well, and then they get to empowered monoliths, and then you really gotta like find the right gear. So like your floor is really high. Like Sentinel's got to be one of the smoothest leveling experiences, but then you just start getting into the more end game systems, and you're like, oh shoot, I gotta find some items here. Whereas the other classes are like, oh, I'm good to go. Whereas I feel like Rogue never really kind of hits that. Like when I played Rogue was just always strong. Oh, Scott, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. I've leveled a Druid, a Sentinel, a Warlock, now a Lich in the last couple days. Lich feels the worst. Yeah, I feel like From what I've seen, I haven't played Lich, but from what I've seen, Lich definitely needs some investment to really start to feel good. Well, that's cool. What's that? Well, that's nice. Yeah, so the voice is sounding better. Glad to see the stream back. Oh, hey, what up, Cheese Machine? Yeah, man. Yeah, the past couple days were rough. I don't know how long you've been here, but bro, man, I got diagnosed with COVID on Wednesday, and yeah, I sounded bad on Wednesday. I'm glad I ended the stream early on Tuesday. I had a fever all day Wednesday, man. I felt like a vegetable. Yesterday was better. I almost streamed yesterday, but my wife said don't push it, and so I was like, okay. Plus, she started getting sick. Dude, I swear, my wife is a champ with this. Like, she's in there, like, prepping stuff for tomorrow, and I'm like, babe, are you okay? She's like, I still kind of feel it, but, just getting back to it. I'm like, what the fuck? I was a vegetable. You haven't stopped. My name on Discord is Gibby, so I saw the post from your wife. Oh, okay, Cheese Machine. Awesome. So you're up to date. You know what's been going on. She's crazy. Yeah, she's in there, getting stuff ready for tomorrow. I'm like, what in the... She's handled all this a lot better than I have. I mean, the man cold is real. Yeah. Because my brother was the first one to get sick. We got a 4-bedroom house that we're renting, and so we didn't need all this space. So when we were considering moving out of our apartment, my brother was also living in another small apartment. So we were like, hey, man, we got this opportunity. The military's got these old, like, these houses that they're willing to rent out. We can get a 4-bedroom house. Like, what do you think? If we went in on it? And he was like not to own, just to rent. And he was like, yeah, I'm down. So he's been here with us from the start, and so he was the first one to get sick, and then it started it started hitting all of us. Like, I don't know, like, I've had COVID before. I don't know if he's had COVID before, so I don't know if I was the one who that's kind of you. We didn't need all this room. Also, it helps because we live in California. Like, even with the discounts we get on rent, the rent's still pretty high. I think we're paying a little over $2,000 a month for rent on this place, not including utilities. That's separate. So having him here really helps a lot. Yeah. Plus, it's my brother, man. Like, we've always been pretty close our entire lives. The only time we've been apart is when I was in Texas for 3 years. Like, when I came back, we're still pretty, not too far from each other. At one point, we had our own apartment together. And then I decided I needed some space. So then he got an apartment in the same complex that ironically was like 4 doors down from me. So we weren't that far. So gotta save money where you can. That's clutch. Yeah. So yeah, he wasn't that far from me. So I'm like, dude, we're always hanging out all the time anyway. And by that point, I'd met my wife. And so I was like, hey man, let's give the whole living together thing another try, but this time we're not going to be in that small little apartment. We're going to be in like a 4-bedroom house, and it's been way better. It's been cool. So I'll tell you tell you guys the same thing I told my wife. If it starts to become a little hard for me to keep streaming, I'm just gonna end it. But for right now, I'm planning on just streaming till around 9 p.m. Pacific. So we got another 2 hours 45 minutes, unless I just start to be like, hey, what up, Dreadswitch? I wanted to start getting back to normal again, you know. Yeah, this timeline's got so many Gorgons. Like, I had to invest a decent amount into damage over time. Just, like, defenses, just because of the sheer amount of Gorgons. I'll show you guys here in a moment, like, what I'm rocking. Just to deal with all of these. New build? It's what I was playing on Tuesday. I played a little bit on Wednesday, but then like the fever and the chills were really setting in, so I had to shut her down. I played a decent bit yesterday. That's why I was thinking about streaming yesterday, but I didn't want to push it. So it's still the same, like, oh, last time you heard you saw me on Void Knight, then yes, this is a new build. We rolled a Paladin on Sunday. This is a build I did last cycle called Smite and Ignite. With the changes to how Smite procs, it just, like, I tried the whole crit Smite thing and juicing up. It's rough. Like, against bosses and other targets, it's actually not that bad. But when you run into these big packs and you only got so many smites to go around, it really starts to stink. So I've opted for more damage over time, and smites are just kind of there for a little extra damage. Man, these Gorgons. I need some potions. I'm not gonna be able to make it. Okay, there we go. How come you use... Oh, yeah. We can explain that. Hold up. Oh, it came to LP. Yeah, give me a moment. I just need a couple potions. Because this is a poison nemesis. Oh god, I don't want to have to burn all of my potions. Okay, there we go. Okay, 2 LP, Titan Heart. I'll leave that. So the reason why I use the circling one on Paladin as opposed to Void Knight is throw a hammer, big play of the game. What up, Jamu? Over on Kick. So the reason why I'm using the circling hammers instead of Void Knight, there's two reasons. A, mana cost, because on Void Knight, you invest into this part of the tree, which even when you take this, that's still a +4 mana cost. And even if you take all 6 and minus it down to 6, you're still dealing with about roughly 5 mana per hammer. But since I'm not having to worry about this, I can take Hammer Vortex and still have 1 mana cost. And then on top of it, the hammers for the disintegrating aura to do damage need to be nearby the enemy. And when you do this, right, and then run away, the hammers go with you, right? You're going to have maximum damage against the enemy if the hammers stay near them. And now you can just do the classic, just do that. Or you can just throw down a bunch of hammers and move on to the next pack. I do feel like, especially in that case, since we're not trying to proc like a whole bunch of stacks at once, I do feel like when they're circling around you, you have a little bit more control and you can proc more stacks of your dots when they're circling around you. But on Void Knight, I mean, I guess you can make an argument. We did add the Future Strike to the build, which has no cap on how many stacks you can apply. But for the most part, you're trying to get all 12 of your time rots, and then, you know, there's a good chunk of your damage along with the dots being applied by the hammers. And I feel like it's better if you just leave a whole little void storm of hammers behind and then move on to the next pack. That way they still keep taking damage from the hammers just swirling around and stuff. And you're already off doing the next thing, if that makes sense. So we made a couple changes. If you guys remember, I was using Firestarters. I wasn't even calling it Smite and Ignite. I was just calling it Firestarters hammers. I think this is good, but one thing I've come to realize is this affects the elemental damage over time. You can't get that on a scepter. You can only get that on a wand. And if I could get like a tier 7 of this, I mean, we're talking like 300+% increase elemental damage over time. If you can get like a tier 7 elemental dot and then a tier 5 fire and then like fire pin, ignite chance, that sort of thing, like arguably you're going to be getting more damage out of that. Plus you get some flat spell damage for our smites, even though they're not very consistent anymore. But Firestarters is still pretty good. I mean, this is a tier 7 dot and a tier 5 increased fire. The thing about Firestarters is you don't get a lot of flat spell damage with it. So your smites, which again, they're not amazing because they're capped, are not doing that much damage. That's okay. This, you get a little bit more flat damage out of here, and you get a chance to inflict spreading flames. One nice thing about Firestarters is you can have up to 42% more fire damage to enemies afflicted by spreading flames, so Firestarters can hang. I personally, after just kind of, and this is all just, you know, passing the eye test here, I'd run through a mono, I'd use Firestarters, then the next mono, I'd switch to Cindersawn, run through it, I'd fight a boss, fight him with Cindersawn, fight the boss again, you know, back to back, use Firestarters. I felt like everything died a little bit faster with the Cindersawn. But Firestarters is nice, especially if you can get a 4 LP Firestarters. This can be pretty, I mean, this, you can make a good argument to use Firestarters, but like I said, you can't get elemental dot on scepters, and it has low base spell damage to boost your smites. I mean, this isn't necessarily amazing either. We're looking at 26 flat spell fire damage. I mean, we're going to get more out of a wand, right? But Both of these items also inflict spreading flames, which is another dot. Which, yes, it can only stack once, but nonetheless, that's still another dot to be burning and taking and doing damage. And Cinder Slaw's kind of nice because it gives you a +1. So, I mean, you can put that wherever you need it, right? You can put it into even more spreading flames on your smite, but it's the fact that the smite's proc, it just kind of feels bad. At one point, I was running crit like I did for the original Smite and Ignite, and it was just, oh man, like you'd see these numbers go by, but it felt so infrequent, especially when you hit like a big pack of enemies and you're just like, oh damn. You're on the hunt for relics. If you're in the Circle of Fortune, man, go out there and get you some. Yeah, you get it. Thanks for the explanation. Yeah, for sure. I mean, ultimately, with the way the build is set up, it's pretty tanky. Like, I had to start using these boots advent of the erase. Oh, I've converted you to a Circle of Fortune enjoyer. Nice. So I did have a pretty nice pair of boots. Let's see. I think I was using these ones. So these ones are actually more health, right? So this is more health, a little bit less armor. But one thing that Advent of the Erased have that you don't get from something like Mercurial from Citadel boots is, while hasted, you take 30% less damage over time. 1 TP was all it took. I got you, Jolteon. And it's pretty easy to maintain haste. I got the Quicksilver coil here. Gives us a chance to gain haste on hit, but you don't necessarily need that if you're playing Paladin, because you can also get haste from Expedite. Now, it's a much lower chance, 9%, but it's still chance nonetheless. And when you're running something like Hammers that just hits so many times, as long as you're hitting enemies, you almost have perma haste. And if you have perma haste, you also have a perma 30% less damage over time taken while you have haste. This is how I'm able to fight the Gorgons, but you'll notice, like, if the Gorgons get away from me and my hammers aren't hitting them, all of a sudden I start taking so much damage because I no longer have haste and I lose that 30% damage over time. One thing I could do is I could go back to rocking, like I'm currently using this just for some more damage over time, but I could try getting one of these relics back up and running to give me some more armor mitigation. This wouldn't be too bad. I would just have to make sure I have a good source of endurance, because I do need that endurance. But yeah, the next build I plan on checking out is Bleed. I have a couple pieces right here. We've got some movement speed. We even got the shield with a T7 block chance. We got a couple of Valdirs. I'm still on the hunt for a better Valdirs, but we got Salt of Wound with health. We got a Nihilus with a, what was that, T6, T7? We got a pretty decent Nihilus with health. The build from Maxroll calls for, whatchamacallit, the Aurora's Time Glass, probably because of endurance. I honestly would probably want to, like, they call for critical strike chance, or critical strike multiplier on the Valdir's Chalice, as well as apply frailty. Honestly, I'd try and get, like, endurance somewhere else. Like maybe on this. I'm gonna have to mess around with it, but yeah, we got a couple pieces for Bleed. The thing about Bleed compared to this is I noticed it's significantly less tanky. When I had it all set up, I did not have 100% block chance. My armor was like 55%. with this setup right here, I'm still able to apply dots. We can have even more armor if you check this out. Like, I was rocking this right here. Now, it's not as much health, right? But it's definitely more armor. It's pretty good, but I consider that a better trade-off. Just, you know, more health, ignite duration. We get more resistances for necrotic, so... Excuse me. Let's put these in the Nemesis tab. I've been finding these wrong warps, so I've been stacking them. I've been trying to get a 4 LP Cinderson. The best one I found so far was this 3 LP. I'd love to get a 4 LP. Like, this would probably be on the docket right here. Honestly, if I had a 4 LP, I would try and find a T7 elemental damage over time and T5 fire damage. So how are you guys doing today, man? What have you guys been up to? What have you been working on? Jolteon, I saw that build. Was that you who posted it in the Discord? Hold up. Got unlucky with one of the rain slams. Gave me poison res, the only one I didn't want. Yeah, I saw your Void Knight build that you posted. That, like, definitely looks like you're on your way. Like, you got a lot of key pieces there. You're just... I guess for lack of a better term, you just got to clean it up. But, I mean, just having the pieces in place is good enough. Okay. I think I used all my luck on the helm. That helm was pretty sick, man. That helm was very nice. Oh, I didn't show you guys. Dude, check out this helmet I got from a Nemesis, bro. Dude, look at this beauty. Look at it. Damn, man. 16 strength, 12 attunement, and I was able to add health, and then seal armor. Bruh. The amount of armor I get from just this helmet, it's amazing. This was also a Nemesis drop right here. I need a better belt. Yeah, I need a better belt. I need a spider silk, and I need it to have... I want it to have an exalted % health or hybrid health. And I need it to have cleanse, and then if I can get, like, I can add mana regen or elemental damage over time. These boots, I got super lucky with these boots. Check this out, man. Tier 5 movement speed, tier 7 armor, tier 7 health. Bruh. Gloves, still rocking these. I could probably do better on the relic. I'm pretty sure this is a Nemesis relic too, because I've crafted on this and I still got 46 forging potential. It's nuts. You've been target farming stuff for the first time? How so? Just prophecies or going to the tabs? Been on the lookout for a cleanse belt. The beautiful thing about a cleanse belt, man, you just got to make sure you have that one affix on there. Going right to the monos. Yeah, yeah, those are good. Those are good. They're especially if you're Circle of Fortune, they're nice and supplemental, if that makes sense. Like, oh jeez. Yeah, you can get to a point. When I first played, I just done the first mono 100 corruption for the whole time. Oh, I got you. I do think we need to lower corruption for now. Like, we can do 500, but it's like we're getting really hardcore slam from the damage over time. We don't have as much leech as we had on Void Knight. So like we got okay damage. I mean it's dot damage, so it's not like it kills him super quick, but we got okay damage. It's just the damage they're doing is just a lot. I think that should be fine. We can farm at that. Increase the duration of ignite and fire penetration. Yeah, but the problem is we only got 2 different places we can put that. We can only put that on our helmets and our chest piece. So I already have that here. Alright? There's no way I'm giving up health for an exalted. Now, if I had an exalted health and fire damage and ignite duration, I would use that. Unlike bleed, where you can take like idols and there's specific uniques you can wear, like the shield, the boots, the relic. We only got these 2 sources. I don't really want to give up this health because we get so much survivability from here. If I can get something like this, maybe without the attunement. I mean, the attunement's fine, but if I had like the 16 strength, health, and then like fire duration, I would use that. But like, if we take off this one helmet, like, look at that, bruh. We lose so much armor. It's like half our armor is coming from this. Have more armor without the helmet than you have all together. Yeah, I'm a bit of an armor, well, an armor connoisseur. Let's say that. Can I move? Thank you. I guess I'll take it. On bleed, you only have 2. You don't use the shield? Well, I guess this doesn't apply bleed duration. It applies chance to bleed. Yeah. With bleed, I think I had this at like 300% increase. Because then you can also get like the increase like right here, for instance, on the helmet. You can get the increase on the chest piece if you want it as well. I mean, this isn't the best base, but you know, health is health. Plus, you get some endurance from the plate, so that's fine. The shield, chance to bleed, and then the relics. Not the relics, the idols. Oh my gosh, man, dude, it's just. I found like so many. I plugged this into my loot filter and I went and did some prophecies, man. Like all these different bleed duration, physical damage over time, man. It's so yeah, this is gonna be the next build. And unfortunately, Sentinels cannot roll ignite duration on idols. That's like a mage thing. I think mages are the one that get ignite duration. I guess the only other thing that can roll with ignite duration is Tome of Elements. So, like here, you can get some ignite duration as well as a little bit of leech. So if I can find like a nice 3 LP or 4 LP Tome of Elements, then like yeah, I would probably use this. I want to make sure I throw on the right stats, but honestly, if I knew I could get the elemental damage over time and endurance onto this, I'd probably switch right now. I don't think I have a 3 LP. Yeah. Duration plus volatile reversal. Oh. Like you talking about the time rifts? Yeah. Yeah, I'd take both the time rifts and the Harbinger of Dust. Just because we're also getting a number of hits in from the smites and the hammers. Even though the hammers, I mean, they don't do like a huge amount of damage, they still do damage. Now I could see how the hammers would my bleed die is around 400k to 1.1 million tick. Yeah, that's insane, man. Yeah, like honestly, this build was pretty decent last cycle, but ever since they put the cap on the smites, it's just not as good anymore. It's like, so I've obviously taken it in a dot direction from a, you know, trying to crit with the smites, and it's just not that good. I hate to say it, it's just not that good. If you want to do dots with hammers, like, you got so many better options with bleed. Right? You just got so many better options running the bleed route on Sentinel than you do Ignite. You know, we only got these 2 areas and then the one unique, but it's like does not give that much of a duration for Tome. I guess best in slot, like, okay, well, hold up. So we do also have so we also do have Fiery Dragon shoes, which gives us a huge amount of pin. So like, these are good. These are definitely good. The thing is, I've just been dying so quickly. I had to switch to something like Advent of the Erase. So like, yes, I could use Fiery Dragon shoes right now, but my armor, it's going to take a little bit of a hit. Not too bad. My health will fall because we we just lost 134 flat, but the biggest thing is we also lost the dot reduction we were getting. And then there's a pair of gloves. You guys remember Avarice from the campaign, right? Well, there's a better version of Avarice from the Soulfire Bastion. And that particular pair of gloves does have Ignite, penetration, and Leech. So those are good too. The thing is, they're not very common. You can only get them from the vendor in the Soulfire Bastion, and the best I ever found was 2 LP. And again, we're giving up damage mitigation. Excuse me, chat. I'm so sorry. But those are 2 ways to increase our damage. We're going to try and roll a Void Knight, try out Aberoth's Command plus Sacrificial Embrace, Null Portent, Siphon of Anguish, Shattered Chains, T7 Relic, all resist 48% while channeling basically Warpath with Ravaging Aura. I do need the idols now. That sounds pretty interesting. That sounds pretty unique. And Sacrificial Embrace. No, this is cruelty. Sacrificial Embrace. What is that? Yeah. Oh, it's these gloves. Right. Your crit strikes do not deal additional damage, but you still need to crit. Works. Okay. Yeah, that could be very interesting. Yeah, keep me informed on that one, Dreadswitch. That sounds very interesting. Also been trying a low life Warlock and been having fun. I've been finding some good uniques for Warlock. What's like I found a 3LP Mortality's Grasp, and I know that I think like the Torment Warlock particularly likes these. Yeah, no. Sacrificial Embrace, man. That sounds pretty awesome. And then you need Marina's. Yeah, the Marina's Lost Soul. I think I have a couple of these at 1 LP. Hey, what up, Air Dragon? Warlock was what I first played. Now it's what I play when I don't want to be melee. Warlock looks so interesting. And with the changes to leveling through corruption, I might actually try Warlock. I found enough pieces of gear to make it worth my time. And we still have to play Sorcerer. I guess I've been kind of dragging my heels on Sorcerer just because it became so, like originally when I wanted to play Sorcerer, I was thinking I'd play something completely off meta. You love the curses and profane veil? Yeah. Like when I wanted to play Sorcerer, it was so off meta. I think you would like Totem build. Is that the Spriggan form Totem build, Dreadswitch? Because I played it in beta. Off-screen kill things with Totem. That does sound pretty interesting. Yeah, on Shaman. Yeah, I played that in beta. Yeah, now I'm not a hipster. That's right, Jolteon. I just... Like, because when I wanted to play it, Rune Master was tearing everything up, and now it's like arguably the best class in the game, and I'm like, oh, well, frick. But, you know, I made a commitment, but I've been dragging my heels. I've been like, oh, let's play Void Knight. Let's do 4 different builds on Void Knight. Let's play Paladin. We got a couple builds planned for Paladin. Then oh, hey, yeah, Warlock sounds good. Yeah, let's go play Warlock. And everything but the class I said I was going to be playing that I would try out. Everyone and their kids were playing. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about it. It's just, it's no longer, like Jolteon said, it's no longer the hipster move. Like, if you guys ever see Steve in the chat, that guy is a huge Sorcerer fan. And he literally has, well, he might have, but from what I've heard, he hasn't touched it because it was no longer the hipster class, right? What's a hipster? Hipsters kind of came into the lingo around 2009, 2010. They were like doing stuff that everybody thought was weird. Like wearing beanies and scarves and shorts and buying everything on vinyl, drinking weird exotic coffee, listening to indie music. It's just, you know, hipster kind of became a term for, you know, doing something that was not like off meta. Think of hipster as off meta. You know, at a time when everybody was getting their music on iPods, they were buying it on vinyl. When everybody was going to Starbucks and getting their, you know, double shot espresso latte, they were going to local coffee shops and getting, you know, what is that, like fair market coffee? Yeah, that sort of thing, the poop coffee. Oh, hey, what up, Khaled? How's it going, man? Poop coffee's a little later. Yeah, that's true. I would say I definitely heard about fair trade. I think that's the correct phrasing, from hipsters. Fair trade coffee. Like, that wasn't even a thing back in like 2009, 2010. Like, fair trade, what's that? I mean, isn't all coffee coffee? And then you started to learn about the coffee industry and how some of these farmers out here were getting paid pennies on the pound instead of getting paid an actual wage. They were expressing their individuality like everyone else. So hipsters are new adults who can't afford the regular. Are they richer or poorer than regular standards? Fine, what about you? I'm getting over COVID, Khaled. That's why I haven't been streaming the past couple days. Your company's big into fair trade. I'm trying bleed hammers. Yeah, that's going to be our next build. We're revisiting Smite and Ignite. So hipsters are new adults who can't afford the regular. I don't know. I don't even know if hipster's still a thing. The term entered the lexicon as kind of like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I kind of like this thing over here. It's not very popular. Oh, so you're kind of hipster now. You know, that sort of thing. The ironic thing about hipsters is the whole like hipster movement became so large, so to speak, that everything that was hipster became normal, and so hipster kind of disappeared. Are you feeling better now? I'm still getting over it. I got diagnosed on Wednesday, so I didn't stream Wednesday or Thursday. Still enter a coughing fit every once in a while. I'm trying to drink water. I'm keeping it chill. Today's just a chill night. And became widely used in the late 2000s and early 2010s. Hey, I remember something. Oh, thank you for the likes on YouTube, guys. Yeah, we're just getting better. So, I feel like we've gone pretty tanky. So I guess there's two different ways we can do the build. We can go pure, like, try and boost the damage up. I don't think we can hang at this level of corruption if we go, like, that high, but let's look for Ignite. That should be fine. So, like, we do have stuff like this. Ignite duration. Ignite duration. Like, this one wasn't too bad. Ignite duration, this sort of thing. Like, we could do that. I found a 4 LP. Yeah, honestly, Dreads Witch, that is pretty hipster, man. 2010, back when you're a little baby? How old are you, Jolteon? You found a 4 LP Vortex. Yeah, like, honestly, I feel like Vortex Pennant is like one of the hipster items of last Epoch, man, for sure. Oh, okay. Okay, but so we could run, like, this is terrible. I would not. Well, no, we could get away with it because we're using Fiery Dragon shoes. Okay, so we lost not a huge amount of health. Not a huge amount of health, but our armor did drop down to 60%. You're 26. Oh, you weren't a little baby back in 2010. That was like 14 years ago. You were like 12. All right, yeah, because you saying you're like a little baby in 2010. I'm like, what the frick? How old are you, man? So you were born in the 90s, okay, man? Like, just chill. That's a baby, basically. I mean, you're definitely like, okay, you guys got to remember. Like, I'm 36, so I'm 10 years older than you guys. Not by, I mean, maybe that's copium, right? But you also got to remember, I work with, you're still in diapers at 12. Like, if you have a condition, I don't mean to make light of it. But you guys got to remember, I work at a child development center. I work with actual babies. I work with, you know, kids who are literally in diapers. So maybe it's because I'm taking everything too literally here when you say, oh, just a little baby. Oh, look at this. Look at this specimen. Why not? Let's just take it anyway. Let's go. We got no armor, no health. But we got damage. We got damage, guys. Fire increase armor implicit? Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, snap 2 LP bulwark, shield, slam, block chance, all resistance. Wow, looks good. No idea what build. Bro. Fire increase armor implicit? Like where? Like what are you talking about? Solarum plate? Oh, yeah. Solarum, like, so this one is an augury plate, even though it looks exactly the same. I do have a few Solarum plates. Those ones are actually not that bad. Okay, yeah, like we got this one. This is a T6 as opposed to this one, which is a T7, but technically we could use this. Might be better if I could seal the... Okay, let's just try and get some percent health on here. Hybrid. Which hybrid are you talking about? Like hybrid health? Unfortunately, that can't go on the chest. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Okay. Man, this is just getting better and better, man. Oh, man, dude, our armor is gone. Hey, but look at that. We got damage now. Let's go, boys. No, we don't scale damage with fire resistance. I do have a lot of resistance.
I cannot do that.
Oh gosh, I am feeling this. I am feeling that. Oh man, they hit me and I feel it. I feel it in my bones. Oh good lord. Right, I see what you mean. Since I'm not relying on my chest plate, for resistances, I can slap in a null portent. Yeah, null portent is always a good choice. Do you think 10k armor? Personally, no. I don't think 10k armor is the sweet spot. I think because it takes a lot to get up to 10k armor. Like, let's see if we can get up to 10k armor with what we have. All right, so let's put on. Well, let me see if I can put on the right boots. Yeah, here we go. So let's put those on. Let's now, if you're running a strength build, then yeah, probably, but that one's not too bad. Put that on. Let's put this back on. You see, so even if you're at 10k armor, so look, I'm at 8,203 armor. That's a 75% reduction. If you get up to 10k, this reduction is going to go up to like 76 or 78. And that's a lot of spending just to try and get up to that number. Like, we might even be able to push it more. Let's do it. Yeah, okay, we might. So, I mean, if you're running like a heavy strength focused build, then yeah, that might be enough. Let me see. I might even be able to get some more out of the armor. Hold up. Yeah, like, okay, that not much. If I took all 8 points in faith armor and get another percentage like that could get me up close to 10k armor. And I think that's just so much investment. Wait, where'd all my cold resistance go? What was I using that was giving me so much cold resistance? Oh, I know, because I'm outside of town, so I don't have Holy Aura active. Can you get health on shields? Yes. Health is something that you can get on shields, but I mean, health is not bad on shields, but there's affixes I would prioritize over it. I would definitely prioritize all resistance over health. I would also prioritize damage reduction on block. That, like, those are things that I would prioritize over health on shields, because health is the suffix. So I would probably go all resistance, damage reduction on block, heck, maybe even damage reduction on block over all resistance if you're already good. Then health or armor, and so on and so forth. Because I believe shields and I don't know if offhands can get all resistance. All resistance is just so sweet. And then, damage reduction on block. That's huge. I mean, if you're running a shield, you're trying to block, right? So further damage reduction on block. Chef's kiss. All right, I'm going to use the restroom chat. Be right back. Okay. Let's get back to this. I might actually try and get myself a pair of Burning Avarice. And get that from the Soulfire Bastion. Right, yeah. Sentinel can only dual wield swords. Well, that's slightly incorrect. Sentinel can only put swords in their offhand. You can put whatever you want in your main hand, but whatever's in your offhand has to be a sword. So you can't like run 2 axes. You can't run two wands, 2 whatever. On Sentinel, it can only be swords in this position. But you can run a scepter, a wand, a whatever. Does Forge Strike benefit? It's been a long time since I played Forge Strike. Forge weapons. Possibly? Of all the Sentinel classes I played, Dread's Witch, Forge Guard is the least. Let's see. Can you take anything that has them benefit? No, I'd say yes. I don't see why not, unless it specifically says does not benefit from 2-handers. So something like this, doubled with a 2-hander, but it doesn't say, nothing for dual wield. It says weapon. Where are you looking particular? What's the node? Is it under the Forge Guard tree or is it somewhere else? Oh, Forge Strike skill. Uh, 25% chance to hit is affected by the stats of your weapon. Singular. I'm going to say I don't know at that point. Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't know at that point. Because you're right. They very specifically say your weapon. I would think if you have two weapons, it would benefit from both. That's what I would think, but Forge Guard, I have the least amount of experience on. So I don't know. And also, whenever I was playing Forge Guard, I wasn't playing minion anything. I don't like minions. So I would always be like, get rid of whatever Forge weapons, manifest armor, whatever. That's a personal thing.
Down or die.
Apogee of Frozen Light looks good on Forged weapons attacking. Like, the stats look good, or it creates an effect? Oh, come on. Okay, at least he gave me 5. It's a CC weapon plus damage. Okay. So were you thinking about running 2 of those, and you're curious if it would benefit from 2 of those, or there's no point? Oh, so it gives you time to mess around with it. I got it. I got it. Oh, an armor shred. Nice, nice. Actually, I don't know if I can actually kill this guy.
Stand down. Die.
Hammers, like, do not like hitting these dudes. Well, never mind. We did it. Okay, let's see if we cannot get our hands on. Takes me forever to do. It's because they're so skinny, you know, half to three-fourth, like half of your hammers miss. Their hitbox is comically low, and they're considered a boss, so of course they gain all that extra health and ward. Hmm. $500 plus armor shred plus VR plus sigil ward of power. Gotcha. Plus smelter's wrath looks good to insta kill with high crit multiplier. Yeah. Well, that passes the sniff test. Let's actually throw that Vault Ears in there. Oh, whoa, hey, yo, yo. Back off. Am I using the Smite Panacea node? No. Yeah, you're talking about this, right? Cleanse. No, it's because I have cleanse on my belt. If I didn't have cleanse on my belt, I'd consider using that, but since I have cleanse on my belt, I'd rather just be able to push a button and instantly cleanse, as opposed to, oh, hopefully it procs. Righteous Flurry gives 20% attack speed. Yeah, I'll consider going back to it. Trying to have Smite do some damage, but since it's so infrequent, it's probably better just to take Righteous Fury and move on. Just to help build up some of those stacks. I'm just trying to stack fire damage as well, since Smite is a fire spell. Have it do a little extra damage. But it might just be a fool's errand. Instantly cleansing everything. Nice. Yeah, yeah, it actually is. Especially if you're not like running 100% critical strike avoidance or 100% reduced bonus damage taken from crits. It's very nice. The only thing I found it not helping with was enemies like spires. Like, I'd still get crit by spires. I know Alchemist Ladle, just regular Alchemist Ladle is a joke, but nonetheless, I'll take it. It's 3 LP. At one point, I was trying to have all of my critical strike avoidance come from blind. And then I got, like, one shot by a spire, and I'm like, let's rethink this.
Hey, fancy fantastic work. Formosus will clatter with delight when I give him.
Oh, I didn't come on glove day. I need to rethink this. Yeah, we only had one glove. Oh, I guess we can just pick up the relics.
Oh, lucky you. Embers well spent. Yeah, lucky you.
I do agree, Dreadswitch. I mean, I guess I could just sell it back to him, but oh well. Yeah. It just takes too long. It should just be an instant. Like, here you go. That's what you got. Instead, you're like... Oh, I did come on glove day. It's just locked behind tier 4. All right, let's go. Wait, you're actually playing a rogue air dragon? Aren't you like the druid whisperer, man? Like, every time I've heard you talk about D4, you're always playing druid. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. Sure, 15 strength, why not? I get anything good? No, I don't think there's any rare scepters. So wait. You said druids and sorcerers have been your jam. Isn't this like the season of Sork? On D4? Like, why are you playing rogue? Is it like why I haven't been playing Sorcerer on last Epoch? It's no longer, you know, no longer the hipster thing to do. It is to do something just different. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I booted up D4 like yesterday or on Wednesday. Might have been on Wednesday. I think it was on Wednesday because then I really started feeling sick. Like later, like after playing. Not because I was playing D4, but just because, you know, the sickie. And I was playing Barbarian. And I think I might have, maybe I should have gone with something else. Nothing wrong with Barbarian. I know I'm going to enjoy it. I just got to level it up.
Stand down or die.
It is do something just different than I normally do. Also, last season before a new class comes out, Rogue's the only one you haven't played. It's a great time to try something new. I hear Sorks are the bomb this season. Wink, wink. Yeah. Yeah, both last Epoch and Diablo were like, let's make this our season/cycles of Sorcerer. Let's go. I need to stop going to bed at 5 a.m., so I'm going to call it an hour and a half early. Enjoy your night, dude. Yeah, no problem, no problem. You take care, bro. Hope you both feel better soon. Yeah, I think another night of rest should be on my way. The bling was also cranked to 11. The new WoW sets just landed today, and they look hot. What, like WoW, like World of Warcraft sets in Diablo? I'm gonna have to go check that out. Yeah, I appreciate it, Jolteon, man. You take care. Have yourself a good night. Classic WoW characters reimagined as sets. Okay, yeah, I definitely have to check that out. Sylvanas, etc. What? Yeah, I'll check it out after the stream, man. That sounds pretty wicked. Well, because they kind of already had something like that in there for the Barbarian, right? It was like close to a Lich King look. Or at least the horse. No, well, I guess anybody could have used the horse. They also added Dominable, the horse. Also, yeah, for Necro and Barb, and now it's blatant, not just hinted at. Oh, I gotcha, I gotcha.
Come to play with fire. Stand the fire. Rises.
Okay.
Fantastic work. Formosus will clatter with delight when I give him my report. Embers well spent. How about those soul embers? Care to let me see your whole friend?
Yeah, no, seriously, Dreadswitch, they are. They seriously are, bro. I'm pretty sure this was a, well, I don't know if this is best in slot, but I'm pretty sure this was a Nemesis. This was definitely a Nemesis. This was totally a Nemesis.
Nice one. Oh, lucky you.
Oh my god.
Well spent. Embers well spent. Yeah, lucky you.
1 LP Ashes. Okay. For what I'm doing, I don't think that's good. For what I'm doing. There we go. All right, let's run it again.
I cannot do that.
Really? Yeah, because that's what I want on a Valdir's. I want healing effectiveness, I swear.
I cannot do that.
Right, yeah, too bad it doesn't help. Like, that would be cool if it could. Yeah, and the only reason why I'm running Armor Shred is because I am trying to do some damage with Smite, but I think there's a lot of diminishing returns there. I could probably pick up some different idols. Like, there's Ignite fire damage over time idols that would probably be better for this build than just trying to boost up the damage of Smite. I'm just using Smite as more of a stat boost than an actual damaging boost. Like, Smite on the build feels pretty decent when you're like fighting like 1 or 2 targets. But when you hit like a big group of enemies and your Smites are going to all the targets you don't want to hit, that's when it's kind of like a... But when you're fighting like 1 or 2 targets, it's like, oh, I can see that damage happening. Bam, there you go. And that's where Smite builds used to shine, was the big groups of enemies, because then you're proccing Smites way more often and they're just mowing everything down. It's like, this feels amazing. See, like, all the Smites were hitting all those guys except for the one big guy in the middle.
monsters will clatter with delight when I give them my reports. Oh, lucky you. How about those soul embers? Embers, care well to let me see your whole friend.
No. Come on, give it to me. Yeah, okay, 1 LP, I'll deal with it. Now I need just like 10 more of these so I can try and slam health or something on there. Give me more.
Nice one. Oh, lucky you.
Okay. Because that's not a okay, so the roll on this isn't too bad. So what becomes of my... There's no way that that armor number is correct. There's no way I'm getting a 78%. None. So it drops down to 5,000. Okay. That's around a 68. Okay. We're gonna take the Dreads Witch approach. We're gonna focus on damage. Because I focused on tank a lot. And tank is good. It's helped us push. Well, let's try doing some damage for now. And then figuring out which one we like better. So yeah, I'm going to need more of these gloves. Because what I could do, if I do get a good tome of elements and I have Burning Avarice, that's going to be... So if I can get a good tome, that's a 2%, that's a 3%, that's a 5% leech. I mean, not terrible, but that could give me the option to swap out Bleeding Heart. And I can go for something else and add even more damage on there. Because right now, Bleeding Heart is mostly what we just use for leech. And then we threw a T7 health on there. Not even a good T7 health, but we did get a T7 health on there. So yeah, if we can get a good tome and a good Burning Avarice, that's 5% leech. We use the Fiery Dragon shoes. That gives us some good fire pin. If we can throw like fire pin on an amulet, right? You guys are tracking something like we could use something like this. Swap out the damage over time for fire pin. We have all that. We throw on some health, boom, we're off to the races. And then what we could do, we can borrow from the... I could just get rid of this part. We can keep the... That's 10 points. We can take Righteous Fury to make up for the lack of attack speed we're going to be getting because we're not using Eternal Gauntlets. But yeah, if I can get like a fat T7 health on a pair Burning Avarice, or if I can get throwing attack speed and like a T7 health. One thing we're going to be losing though is tank. We're going to be losing armor mitigation. I swear, this is the only dungeon where you don't immediately take the door. You're like, oh no, I need currency. Yeah, because that's what I wanted on a Valdir's chalice. I'm not even gonna pick it up. Goodbye. Oh, oops, wrong door.
Stand down or die. Come to play with fire. The fire rises.
I already got a couple of those.
Fancy a deal? Fantastic work. For most of small classes.
75. I can't even buy all these. Frick. I should have farmed more currency.
About those soul embers. Yeah, lucky you to let me see your hole, friend. Embers well spent.
2 LP. That's what I'm talking about. Ugh. Yeah, that hurts. I should have farmed more currency. Okay, well, at least we got a 2 LP one. Nice, nice. Keep running it over and over again. Yeah, they don't carry over anymore, right? You have to go back and just pick them up. I was kind of running through that last dungeon. Yeah, they used to just like instantly go into your inventory, didn't they? Or they would follow you or something. They're kind of hard to see. Like that one, I picked it up, but like, let me try and move away. See, look, that's a soul ember right there. I gotta literally go over there and have it go into my inventory. Especially if you're running like a dot build and you're like trying to do the, okay, that guy's got dots, that guy's got dots, you know. Dead. No, let's check the other door. Door's way over here. Jeez.
I cannot do that.
They're both sealed affixes. Oh, I see what you're talking about, Dreadswitch. Yeah. You could just like keep running it over, and every time you did it, your souls would carry over from the next one to the next one to the next one. Yeah, they also stopped doing that. Yeah, my bad, man. I misread what you were saying. But I also think, like, you gotta literally go back and pick up the little soul shards now. Unless that was always just a thing and I never noticed. I feel like they just instantly appeared. I wonder why they stopped that. That was a nice little quality. A little quality of life right there. You can just carry over your shards to the next one unless you exited the game. Yeah, you'd stack like 5k. Yeah, that makes sense. Especially if you're just trying to target farm like one item, one unique, that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm gonna need more. I need like 500. Each trip, I'm gonna need like 500 because they randomize the cost of the items you're trying to get too every time. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to go back up. Yeah, that's fine. Let's check the other door. Okay, at least I'll have a good solid 600. And sure, whatever.
Come to play with fire. Come, my minions. The fire. Rise.
I don't even know why I'm taking these belts. Probably just because they used to be good. Like, oh, I got an immolator's ablation. Let's go. Now it's, I got an immolator's ablation. Sad day. Remember the good old days, kids?
Fantastic work.
Okay. He's literally got 5 gloves. And how about, they're 45. Really? Last time there were 75. Boo-hoo.
Let me see your friend. Embers well spent.
Be the unique item I want. 1 LP, I'll take it. Yes. Give me another one. Okay, well we got 2 more for the scrap heap.
Nice one. Embers well spent.
Yeah, let's pick up the belts. See if we can't get a nice little spider silk belt.
Well spent.
No. Definite nope. Supreme note. Okay. Okay, well, we got 4 with LP, one of them with 2 LP. Let's keep it going. Yeah, I didn't mean for it to turn into a soul bashing day, but then I realized today was glove day, so gotta get those gloves. Oh, bet. Good door. First 3 items refunded. Everything must go.
to play with fire? The fire rises.
Pyre of Affliction. Sure, why not? I'll take the pyre. You know what? I'll take that too. Why not? Let's just go.
That's fantastic work. For most of small
How
platinum,
lo- 95 each? Oh, I'm glad the first 3 are free. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Don't waste my free freebies. Yes. Yes.
Oh, lucky you. Embers well spent.
All exalted. I guess if I was really into armor, I'll save that. That could be a good slam.
Well spent. Hey you, over here.
Give me my currency.
I cannot do that.
No. First item purchased. Oh, is a rare item? It's a guaranteed rare? Frick. I have to take the other door. Rare items have a random sealed tier 3 affix. Okay. How about guaranteed unique? How about guaranteed burning avarice 4 LP? I'll take that, yeah. Because that's a door, right? Why does he have to be so skinny and small? Come on. Vitality boots? Sure. No, 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 no. We're not dying today. No death. Each implicit on a rare, blah, blah, blah. Unique. Give me unique. Are you serious? Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. It look okay. I guess I'm taking the other door. I'm not going to try and find another way over there just to see that it's something that doesn't give me anything for uniques either. So let's just go. What's up? All right, go. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, guys. I appreciate it. First day back. After a couple day hiatus, I was sick. Well, I'm still sick, but I'm recovering. Hope you're all having a good one. Thank you for tuning in. I know it's kind of a little boring just because I'm trying to farm a specific pair of gloves that only comes from this dungeon. But thanks for being here. How are you guys doing tonight? If you're here just lurking, that's fine. No worries. Another immolators. No, I'm not even going to pick it up this time.
Fancy a fantastic word.
All right.
Most will
Don't cheap out on me.
my report.
Every one of these gloves. I mean, that's too much to ask for. Just give me at least 2. 2 Burning Avarice with LP. I mean, with the Nemesis system, maybe it doesn't even have to be LP. Just give me something. Come on, you're running out of chances here. Why is everything exalted? You got 3 left. Give me 2. Jeez. Give me 1. Come on. Stingy AF. What about your belts? Okay, you know what? Give me a spider silk belt. I meant exalted spider silk. I mean, you did what I asked. Exalted spider silk. Oh, come on.
Embers well spent. Embers,
Give me an ashes.
embers well spent.
I'm only keeping that because that's an exalted endurance. I could possibly use that. Well, you cheaped out on me too much, man.
Care to chat?
let's just go. Buy my 3 gloves because I didn't farm enough currency. And then move on.
Come to play with fire. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. The fire rises.
I cannot do that.
Hey, fantastic work. For most of small platter.
55 each.
How about those soul embers? Care to let me see your
Okay, well, I'll be able to buy more than 3.
Oh, lucky you. Oh, lucky you.
Really?
Well spent. Nice one. Oh, lucky you.
Oh, I think I sold those gloves that I was gonna. Oh no, there they are. Okay, cool. We got a couple exalted health slams we can do. Yeah, we'll save the boots. Okay. I mean, how many have we gotten? We'll just pull these all out. Okay, we've gotten 5. Let me just throw it over here in the bleed tab. All right. Not too bad. Because with my 1-2 LP, I would like to get thrown attack speed and health. Tall order. And then with these, I'll take either health or throw attack speed. Preferably health. Alright. I think that's good enough. Let's go ahead and... You know what? Yeah. Let's go to the Temporal Sanctum. Get some slams in. This penetrating shot rogue is the most uber ranged character I played in D4. Like Bone Spear Necro is nothing on this. Energy generation so much easier. Yeah, rogue's the only class I haven't played on D4. Maybe that's what I should have started off as on D4 this season. Maybe I will. I'm only like level 13 on the Barbarian, you know? It's not like I've made it that far. I just went with Barbarian because I've played it arguably the most. Possibly more than Druid. I played Druid a lot, though. So I don't really have to think. I just play, right? You're just still such a slog. Yeah, yeah. Druid just needs love in general in that game. Like I saw last season when they were buffing Druid, it looked like they were trying to undo a lot of nerfs they did in preseason and season 1 on Druid. It straight up looked like they were undoing nerfs they'd already put in place. Like that was their buffs to the class. Like, oh, well, I guess we did F up. Let's just undo some of these. It's like a lot of their buffs didn't really look like buffs.
You carry the Epoch then? Fool like you has no use for it.
Patch 1, carrot shown. Patch 2, remove carrot. Patch 3, bring carrot back but nerf 50%. Patch 4, bring carrot back out but only buff 10%. Yeah, seriously. What about patch 5? No changes? You still got the same carrot.
The Epoch, I will have it. The future cannot be denied. Maggot.
What? I must have like stepped into the. Oh yeah, I must have stepped into the thing. Patch 6 released new horse for $100. That sounds about right. I must have stepped into the thing. I was like, wait, what? Why am I dying? And like, even though I was outside, yeah, we're paying for somebody's yacht. Even though I was outside of the little, you know, Kamehameha wave that she did, I still took a hit. I like latency, I think. Oh, that doesn't make sense. It says my latency's fine. Kamehameha? Whoopsh. Kame, what? What?
Who dares intrude upon my research? No matter. They cannot reach me.
Let's do that.
It all makes sense now. The Epoch has finally come to me. Epoch, I will have it. Sapphire waters. The future cannot be denied. Fool! Maggots! Still so much to learn.
Sure. Why not? Thanks for bearing with us through our sickness, guys. Just got to keep the hubby hydrated. Oh, yeah. Appreciate it, Rinda. Tense fight. Yeah, more intense than it needed to be. Right. Let's start with the gusto. Let's see what kind of I mean, what do we value more? Throwing attack speed or health? I feel like I would value. Okay, let's go with something like this. Okay, what else would be good on here? Dot. I mean, I guess we could throw dot on here. Strength wouldn't be too bad either. Honestly, I'm gonna go with strength just for the armor. Let's see, can we seal this? Yes. Okay. What else can we throw on here? We could throw on hybrid health. Let's put a pin in that one. Throwing damage, throwing attack speed, throwing damage. Wait. I got an exact. Oh, I must have made a clone of that for some reason. Block chance, not terrible. I could add health to that. We do not have a lot of forging potential, so let's just see what this turns into. Attunement, not terrible. Health. Okay, and then let's just YOLO. Okay, not terrible. Again, let's put a pin in that. We could also just try looking for regular gloves. Okay, like this. Yeah. It's already got... Hope and pray. Again, not super terrible. Health. No. Health. No. Chance to play. Okay, that one's not super terrible. Melee attack speed. Yeah, that one's pretty much out. Hi, do you have an updated planner? We're working on it, Niten. I'm going to be honest with you, though. Even if I get this set up super smooth, Bleed Hammers is probably better. I mean, just with the changes to Smite, it's just... Bleed Hammers is going to be better. I think just Smite hammered in is just... It's too rough trying to have all your damage come from Smite. You hit one big group. All 10 of your smites go off. They hit all the targets you don't want. And then you got to wait 10 seconds, 2 seconds for your next batch of smites to come up. It kind of feels bad. So I've been working on more of a dot-based build. And with the amount of work I'm having to put into it, you're probably just better off playing Bleed. But we will get a planner out there in the next... by Monday. You think so? I really like your concept here. Here's what I'll do for you. Here's what I'll do for you right now. I'm gonna share with you. What's this character's name? Davian. All right. That is what I'm currently using. That's what I have on right now. And so what we're trying to do is I'm trying to go down a... So this is certainly very tanky. But I'm trying to do a more damaging route by trying to get like a pair of Burning Avarice. And we're going to try and get some more sources of Ignite duration to see if that helps boost the damage. Because I already feel like Ignite's kind of at a disadvantage compared to Bleed on Paladin. So I hope that helps, Nitan. Okay. I mean, so far this is not too bad, but I'm going to be sick if that strength goes over. And we already know it's going to go over because I said it. So let's try and get something with... Okay. Melee attack speed. Oh, whatever. Save that for a health slam. Cast speed. And the reason why I'm not putting hybrid health on here is because those are rare shards. I'd rather use my health shards. Okay, that's a concept. I don't know if I like it. I'll probably be better off with... I mean, this one's not too bad. I can live with all those. This one's not too bad either, but you have... Yeah, that's true, but I also have 700 health. Okay, this one isn't... This one actually is probably a good... I mean, any of those stats on a 2LP would not be too bad. I mean, you already know what's going to happen, though. We're going to get strength and chance to apply frailty, so... But here we go. This is it. This is it right here. Hey! Now, there we go. There we go. Yes. Okay. Okay. My armor dropped a little bit. I mean, compared to what I had. Yeah. Okay. Now we can actually try... We were trying out this one. Fiery Dragon Shoes. Congrats. Yeah, that one's actually not too bad. Let's throw that on there, and then let's go to our helms. Oh, we had a better one. What happened to it? Oh, here we go. Yeah. So, yeah, we've dropped several thousand health. We've dropped over 1,000 health. We've dropped unethical slam. We've dropped quite a bit of armor, but all in the name of damage. All in the name of... of fire pin and damage. This will be fine, right? Okay, and then see, like, I know this is more damage, but right now we're just treating smite like utility, if we're being honest. Honestly, we probably don't want to do this timeline because it's the one we have at like 500 corruption. So let's go to like this timeline that's like at 400 corruption. Yeah, 350. Nice. Yeah, I don't think dropping the... Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we have any other choice but to use that form of damage from Smite.
Stand down or die.
Okay. No, we don't want to despecialize. We're just gonna... We're gonna take that. We'll leave that alone for now. Yeah, so we've totally gutted the damage we were getting from Smite. So let's get rid of these idols. Ignite chance, sure. Sure, I mean, I guess. I mean, there's no real point in having even an armor shred chance. Well, let's take that. Or let's see what I got for fire damage over time in terms of idols. Well, I guess that one's fine. Well, that's void damage over time. I want fire damage over time. Bleed duration, ironic. Bleed duration, ironic. That was dicey. Good gamer. Yeah. Like, well, here's the thing. I just cut out a huge amount of survivability all in the name of extra damage. We've just gone in a totally different direction. I mean, the extra ignite chance is not too bad, right? This is the way. Yeah, there you go, Dread Switch. Go 5% plus health. Yeah, that's probably just better in the end. Yeah, like, dude. Dude, we got hit by so many things all at once. This is 345. Well, I am looking. I do have that modifier. Enemies are deadly if they haven't been damaged, and sadly, the spires count as an enemy.
I cannot do that.
And I got killed by a spire, so that... I mean, that's always tough when you got that modifier on and it's a spire map.
Stand down or die.
Well, and I also just realized we have no dot mitigation whatsoever right now. I think this is unsustainable. Okay. Let's see. Now we got some points here. So yeah, I gave up the ignite chance from Holy Fire, but in order to get back the 250% damage from Sacrifice, we'll just put the extra point. So we're giving up. So what I was doing before is I wasn't taking Righteous Fire, right? I was taking 3 points in Holy Fire for an ignite chance from Smite, and then 5 points in Conflagration for Smite to do 100% if you put all 5 points, 100% increase, not 100% increase, 100% more damage versus ignited enemies combined with these modifiers. So we were getting some decent okay damage from Smite, but I already felt like that damage from Smite was inconsistent because of the cap on how many smites we can proc per second. So now I'm using Smite more as a backup tool, as a stat boost to give me 20% attack speed. We're borrowing something from our bleed friends, right? Now I was thinking we could maybe, because Smite's a fire spell, we're stacking fire damage because we're also an ignite build. Looks like ignite. Oh yeah. I mean, even when I was doing this last cycle, I eventually gave up on trying to make ignite the main damage source, and ignite just became supplemental because I was getting way more damage out of Smite critting. And then they went and put a cap on how many smites you can have. Like even last cycle, I was like, ignite hammers. Yeah, I don't really think it's as good as bleed. Let me boost the damage of Smite, make a crit, that sort of thing. And then it was like, oh, okay, this is kind of juicy. I like this. Okay, cool. And then they cap your smites. So now I'm back to, what I like to do is revisit builds I did in previous cycles just to see how well they do. Because I get questions like Natan coming in saying, hey, do you have an updated planner for this? I like to revisit builds. And so far, I think this build got seriously scuffed. Damage plus movement speed, yeah, for sure. Jeez. Okay. Let's take it back up to 500 corruption.
I cannot do that. Stand down or die. I cannot do that.
Yeah. Yeah. That I do, good kind sir.
Stand down or die.
Yeah. That's why I was so built for dots, but then I had not a lot of damage. So now it's kind of a different story. Like, now the story is, oh, okay, well, we're killing them faster, but now that I have no dot mitigation, like, holy moly. I have enough leech, though. Well, I have a decent amount of leech. Back to Void Knight. Oh, dude, that was so much leech. Oh my gosh, that was so much leech. Okay, well, let's be smarter about this. Like, this is cool. Alright? Like, this is cool. And this is cool. But, like, okay. Observe. My armor before. My armor now. There we go. Okay, now let's try it this way. Let's keep the 2 fire pins in place. Like, yes, it's less armor, but now we actually have somewhat mitigation. Sad thing is, I'm gonna need the endurance. I'm gonna need the endurance. I was thinking, like, what if we went with one of these relics? You know, just armor mitigation applies to dots, but then I don't have any more endurance. And my rings. Right. Yeah. This is the only one where I didn't prioritize health, but, you know, health. Like, even on my boots, I had a T7 health. On my gloves, I prioritized attack speed, but I think this is slightly more health because of the hybrid, but, I mean, that's a nearly max T6 health. So here's our only mitigation of get against dots. If we could get a halfway decent relic. I mean, I do actually have... I have this one. It gives me 6% endurance, though. But +4 to Holy Ore is actually not that terrible, because then we could take, like, something like Burning Blows. So yeah, the damage on Ignite has gone down. Oh well. No Portent chest. The thing is, I don't have a good Null Portent chest. I have plenty. I don't have any with any good stats on it.
Do that.
Actually, I might have a Null Portent with health on it.
Stand down and die. I cannot do that.
Okay. Lightning resistance, another no LP. Oh yeah, I got one with 67 health. I mean, I guess it's something. 17 strength. Honestly, this one might not be too bad if I just want to maintain armor. Want to see a joke? Watch my health. I mean, it drops. Okay, but honestly, at this point, who cares about that? Let's see. What are we really lacking here? We're almost there for maximum benefit. Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, I can only really focus on... Okay, at least we're overcapped on necrotic. Poison's actually been kicking my butt. Not quite there, but at least it's something. Right. Honestly, I wonder if Vitality's better on the plate. I think I have one with like 11 Vitality. Yeah, there we go. That's probably better. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, because the Vitality also give me poison and necrotic resistance. It's a little less health. But I'll live with it. Oh, because that one had a higher percentage. Okay. Okay, so what I could do... Okay. Now, sadly, this one's only giving me 7% resistance, but I slammed it with a T6 health, so... There we go. Alright. Alright. A little bit more. A little bit more armor, right? Right? You feel me? The only reason why I was using Bleeding Heart is I needed the leech. If I have enough damage reduction, the 3% leech should be enough. Should be. Quote unquote. Jeez, man, this is going to be an expensive build for some people. You know what? Let's not push it yet. Let's just try fighting. Oh, I guess I can spend my points. Where do I want to put them? Smite heals, that's true, but we don't proc smite a lot. I do have some attunement, so there is some healing effectiveness there. Okay. Let's put it there. Put it there. Get a little extra cast speed out of it. Okay, okay. A little bit more attack speed. Okay, okay. I'll just take the damage and the duration.
do that. Cannot do that. Do that.
All right. Let's see how well it does. I'm not holding my breath. I don't think we have enough dot mitigation, which is something we'd have to work on.
The altar of oblivion.
So you finally returned to me, and with a guest. But first, prove yourselves worthy.
Sure. Yeah. Not feeling good, chat.
Enough of this. Avengers, entertain my dear sister for a moment.
Don't worry about me.
Such wasted potential. All this would have welcomed you. You fight for nothing.
Not good at all.
Void hungers. Weak and worthless. Weak and worthless. You fight for nothing. The void comes. See the beauty we were denied. The terror turned her back on us. Weak and worthless. This oblivion.
Excuse me, sir. I need you to drop some health potions.
Weak and worthless. The gods
Oh, thank you.
world apart. They deserve their fates. The void hungers. Weak and worthless. Weak and worthless.
Oh. Yeah, we don't have any dot mitigation. See, that's something we gave up when we put on null portent. We also gave up our ignite duration. Well, all stuff to figure out for another day, chat. You know what? Thank you all for being here. I am shutting down for the night. Let's send you guys over to the Curse BG. And yeah, if you're over here on Twitch, say hi to the Curse for us. Let me see what you guys are saying. GG. Well, GG. Yeah, just got to work on it, Dread. Got to figure it out. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, guys. I will be back again tomorrow. And I hope you guys have yourselves a good one. Anyway, you guys take care. Say hi to the Curse for us. Bye. All right, YouTube, thanks for rocking with me today, guys. Thank you so much for the likes. And I hope to see you guys again tomorrow. Meanwhile, you guys take care.